Welcome back to HPL. We're about to go into Game 4. Muzzy just took a 2-1 lead over Purple, and they've just queued up the same decks the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, the players have options to make adjustments in between games, and if they're tinkering with a card or two here or there, you know, that's something that's definitely possible. But so far, Rogue versus Druid, Purple being on the Rogue and Muzzy being on the Druid, 3 straight games so far.
It almost feels like an ego match to me here. Each person believes they can get the better end of this match from these two, and we're going to see if they just do it again here. Game 4, Purple versus Muzzy.
Yeah, Purple going to need 2 straight if he wants to win this match. And
yep, there we go.
At that, we're running it back a 4th time.
This is the first time this has ever happened on HPL.
I mean, you talk about an ego battle. I think that's exactly what's going on here. Muzzy's like, you know what? I don't think that Rogue has an advantage over this matchup, especially when I got Ancient of War. But Purple, he thinks otherwise.
Yeah, Purple definitely thinks otherwise, and you know he has to feel very unlucky so far here in this match. You've seen him roll his eyes a few times. Muzzy is just like always had it, and Purple has just gotten I mean, Purple drew so many cards last game and just couldn't do anything, and Muzzy has another really good opener here.
Yeah, so both of these guys, again, with very good openers.
Oh, wow.
You add Wild Growth to this hand, and you're looking at a monstrosity.
All right, you're going to see Muzzy do a lot of math here over this turn on how to set up for the next couple turns, because he could not Wild Growth here, he could Wild Growth here, he can do massive things of Innervate. I mean, he's got all kinds of options.
Yeah, everything really on his side of the board right now. There's multiple ways that he can play this game, and it looks like he's going to favor turn 1 piloted Shredder here. I mean, if his opponent doesn't have a way to adequately deal with this is going to push through a lot of damage. And the fact that he's backing this up with a Wild Growth and another Innervate, I think he feels totally comfortable expending a lot of resources to try to get this much damage done.
Yeah, but this early sap is something that he really didn't want to see from Purple here, but he still gets the Wild Growth on this turn into Piloted Shredder again next turn.
Or Emperor Thaurissan.
Yeah, and then he gets, I'm sorry, yeah, we might not see that. We might see the Emperor Thaurissan depending on what he draws here. This Innervate going to do a lot of work here this game.
Yeah, fantastic draws for Muzzy so far, and it's really going to be a matter of whether or not Purple can actually weather this storm. I mean, he's having a big one thrown at him right now.
Yeah, he doesn't know this Emperor is about to come out, but he had a perfectly good answer set up for Backstab SI Agent, but he does not have an amazing answer set up for Emperor Thaurissan here. Again, you see him roll his eyes a little bit, but this Backstab into Deadly Poison will take care of it, but the damage is already being done from this Emperor Thaurissan here. He's going to get in 5 damage and gain Muzzy a ton of mana.
Yeah, just really no way to play around this. I mean, you have to take care of the Emperor Thaurissan this early, but this has ramped up Muzzy's curve quite a bit now. So how he moves forward from this is going to be really interesting. Again, his curve just so strong. Sludge Belcher right in time, too. But you know what? Purple's got the way to check this as well. I mean, the aggression is really going to start rolling in for Purple right now, and picking up a Tinker Sharp Sword Oil to go with that, this could get very dangerous for Muzzy.
Strap in, boys. This one's about to have a lot of fireworks going forward from here. Purple's deck is turning on all cylinders here. He's going to get through the Sludge Belcher pretty easily. He's going to be able to add another SI Agent to this board, get through 3 damage, and just really start to push.
Yeah, I mean, Muzzy kind of running short as far as his options are concerned. I mean, not a ton of stuff that he can do at this point. You can see him kind of reel in pain now. The second SI7 agent, both these guys have fantastic draws.
There's a lot of really good draws here for Purple next turn, too. If he gets the combo of this Tinker Sharp Sword Oil, it's going to be a ton of damage against Muzzy here, but Muzzy has the 5/10 Taunter here to help really stem the beating. We've already seen 1 sap out of Purple here.
Yeah, I mean, no way to adequately deal with this. I mean, you know, he's got no way to combo the Tinker Sharp Sword Oil, which is really the big factor here. You know, his hand is just kind of heavy right now.
Yeah, I mean, his hand is very heavy right now. Things are not going to work out. This is the last card he wanted to see this turn. Oh, wow. Gets into the sap here.
That is a huge draw right now. 6 more points of damage coming in, and having the sprint rolling into turn 7. I mean, at that point, he may feel comfortable leaving on threat on the board because he's going to be picking up so many more options. And Muzzy, you know, he's got an option to clear the board here right now with this swipe and this Keeper of the Grove pickup. Once again, the Emperor Thaurissan making a very big difference in how this game's going to pan out. If he was 1 step behind because of the way the mana was rolling, there's no way he would be in this game.
Yeah, we've seen Emperor Thaurissan do this all night and just allow for insanely crazy turns. We saw 34-point damage turn out of nowhere earlier tonight because of Emperor Thaurissan, and you're seeing it again here in this match versus Muzzy and Purple here. Emperor Thaurissan leaving its mark on this game in big, big ways.
Yeah, both of these guys just had such excellent draws. A lot of damage getting picked up for Purple. He does have a second sprint, but he's going to have to be facing down a lot of damage here in the coming turns. He's at 21 because of the way he's leveraged on health total. And how does he deal with this 5/10 taunt efficiently?
Yeah, he has no way to easily get through this 5/10 taunt. Now, he has a ton of ways to deal a bunch of damage. Oh, hold on. He just got a second prep. This might be a huge turn from Purple here.
Yeah, he's going to lead with Backstab, and this looks like it's going to be Tinker Sharp Sword Oil into Blade Flurry to keep all this clear. I mean, now, but now he's at the 14. He's at the 14 health point now, though, so he's got to worry about Force Nature Savage Roar for the rest of the game.
And Muzzy has Force of Nature in his hand. Savage Roar would be lethal here. There it is.
And Muzzy is going to pick up the huge draw himself and close out this game 3-1. 4 straight Rogue versus Druid games, and Muzzy, both of these guys have been on fire as far as their draws are concerned, but Purple not able to get the pressure rolling.
Well, Purple wasn't able to ever really get a ton of stuff going there. Muzzy had a couple good answers that Emperor Thorson added so much mana. He had to have that great turn the turn before, and then he just picked up the Savage Roar here on the last turn to finish off Purple. Purple got killed with a ton of cards in his hand.
Ancient of War being added to this strategy too is really interesting. That it will force a lot of pressure onto Purple to have the right answers at the right times. And we saw this matchup, he had to take 10 points of damage to deal with threats that were on the board. I mean, the fact that he's having to take that much blowback to handle what's happening, that's the strength of Druid, is that's the situation it wants to be in. Force your opponent to deal with cards in ways that they're not comfortable with, and then push them out of the game with those massive end game damage spikes.
You know, I'm really glad you brought up Ancient of War. It's been great in this matchup, and I love it here against what you think Purple's going to be doing. He's either been bringing Rogue to the table or a lot of Hunter. It's very good in that Hunter matchup. They can't answer it very well without something like a Silence really right away. And the Rogue deck has a big problem against it. You have 2 Saps in your deck, and they are worked overtime in the Druid matchup. It's your best card in that matchup, but you just need it at the right time to answer that Ancient of War. And if you can't, you saw what happened in this game.
Yeah, Muzzy queuing up 4 Druid games in a row. It has been a massive talking point here in HPL. And if you want to check out this match, you can go back and look at everything that happened and break it down for yourself after we have broken it down for you. PvPlive.net is where you're going to find all that information. You can check out everything that's happened so far in HPL, the professional players, and their competitive histories, all available on the website. When we come back, we're going to get some insight from Muzzy here. Why did he queue up Druid 4 times in a row, and what exactly was he expecting from Purple? I don't know, but we're going to find out with that interview from Muzzy. Don't go anywhere, guys. You're watching Hearthstone on PvP Live.